quite sure if anyone is queuing to be next. There's
Nakamura, actually. I just want to mention, I feel so silly when I ask these questions about rating, because
there he is.
I just need to say this.
Oh, yeah,
because of course he answered that he's got this focus on the game. They don't focus on rating these players. None top athlete does that. They focus on the thing.
Okay. Good. And here he is, Hikaru Nakamura, who I think played a tremendous game today. He beat the world champion with the black pieces, and it looked like a smooth affair, Hikaru.
I'm not really sure about that. But okay,
wait. Can you?
I thought it looked like a fantastic affair. I thought he was played incredibly creative.
And very energetic.
We thought he would play a long game defending that e5 pawn, but then that didn't happen.
Yeah. Well, okay. I mean, to start with, I came up with a new idea. I think Vishy played something very similar against Caruana. Okay, in Switzerland, in Zurich, I think it was maybe a few months ago. Something very similar. One of these structures. Bishop b7's much more normal, but okay. I came up with this idea c5, and I don't think Vishy responded accurately. Perhaps I think he may have just underestimated, this whole idea I played with. I mean, it's very unusual. It looks like white should be just better, but I felt that. I mean, white has a bishop which is blocked behind all the pawns, no real diagonals, and the bishop on b6 should be more than enough compensation for the double pawns on e6 and e5. G2, and the problem is, unlike in the game, I never have b4 because always just bishop a4, and then e5 is too weak. I mean, I'm just going to end up down a pawn with no counterplay. So that's why I had to be very, very precise and accurate at this moment in the game. So I played rook f8, rook e2, rook d8. I mean, this is the best move. Now rook d1. I wasn't so sure that rook d1 had to be played. I thought maybe, Vishy could have just tried to play a bit more solidly, something like g3, and just king g2 maybe. I mean, it should be completely equal about here, but I think Vishy may have underestimated this idea with b4. I mean, I saw this when I played rook d8, in fact, and so I just went with it. Okay, so takes. This is probably the best move. I actually thought rook e1 was very interesting too. b3 takes, bishop d1. Bishop d3 doesn't work because there always are these little tricks with g6. Queen takes e5, takes, and bishop c7, and rook a1 doesn't work because it just takes, and unfortunately, just one move too slow. It's just mate. So.
So what did you feel after b4? This initiative is getting interesting.
Well, I thought I would at least have some chances. I mean, the problem with b4 though is that if it doesn't work, I'm going to end up just lost probably. That's the one drawback. I mean, is that if I miscalculate something, I'm just going to end up. Like after bishop d1, at first glance, it looks like I could just be losing on the spot because e5 is hanging the knight on a5, can't move because then b3 falls as well. So it is a little bit double-edged to play such a committal move, but nevertheless, I think after bishop d1, I had this move queen to d6, and I wasn't 100% sure what was going on after bishop e2, queen d2, king f1, but I assume there had to be something here. I don't know if there actually is, but I assume that there was something right around this point. So, I mean, maybe even something like knight c6, and no, but then rook d1. So I don't know. I'm sure I saw something here. This move. Well, for example, also I think I can go g6 as well. And so it's very complicated, but I was quite sure Vishy would play this, and then he played takes on b4, which is more natural perhaps, but Okay, after takes, queen e5, queen e here, because I wanted to play this move queen c6, and then for some reason I just forgot about this move, just this very simple move h3. Of course you can't take the queen because of the back rank made on d1, but unfortunately after h3, if I takes, king h8, queen b6, queen d1, king h2. Unfortunately I can't take on e2 because on the rook on d8 is hanging. So yeah, so queen e7, and I felt that queen c3 really was the best try here, and then something like rook d4, a3, knight d3, and bishop c2, and I mean I should be okay here. I mean maybe something like queen g5, and I mean knight e3. I mean it's complicated, but I mean I assume that I should have enough play here. Maybe rook e4, or even something like knight e5 perhaps here, and it's, you know, I'm down a pawn, but I should have enough compensation to get a draw. But okay, queen h5. Yeah, now I think now it's already. I mean I think it's just worse. g3. I mean perhaps you can try knight e5. Actually, knight e5 probably was the best move, and knight c1, and I mean, I expect something like knight c6, knight takes e2, queen takes e2, I don't know, queen c5, takes, and I mean, this should just be an easy draw. This is actually what I thought Vishy would play, and then I'm not sure what he saw or missed in terms of why he didn't play it, but after g3, now it's very, very dangerous, and I suspect it might already just be lost, because once knight gets to d3, I mean, all of white's pieces are misplaced here. I mean, I have a dream position. I have a nice outpost. The king is much weaker. I mean, you can't even go king g2 because of knight e1.
Almost classical octopus there on d3.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, at this point, I think it's just losing. But I was shocked because Vishy played most of these moves very quickly, and I was just very confused because after I got knight d3, I just assumed it had to be much better. So e5, I mean, really the only try. Rook g1, king h3, queen f3, king h4, d8, f6, takes, king h3, queen e3, king h4, and g5, just winning mate in 2. But unfortunately, as much as I wanted to play this, it just doesn't work because there's this in between move, knight h6, takes, and now you cover d1, or actually, yeah, you do cover d1. And now what did I see? Yeah, actually, I still saw this move queen b4, but again, it's just there's this very clever move, bishop e8, queen e1, king g2, queen e4. I think just king g1, and I can't take the rook. Rook f8, and I just had a very simple idea in mind. I mean, just put more pressure on f2. Also, there's this very tricky idea. f2, king g2. Yeah, if knight f2, queen a7, and it's just losing. So king g2, bishop c5. Originally I wanted to play queen b7, but it's very unclear. Bishop c6, queen takes b2, and now let's move bishop to e4. And if I'm not careful, I could end up being on the wrong side here. Actually, I very well might be worse already in this position. That's, which I think this must have been what Vishy was hoping for, but, okay, bishop c5, forcing bishop c6 only move, rook f5, queen h4, queen e8. Now, actually, what I said before is even stronger, because just h5, and, I mean, now you don't even know the pawn, so the knight's completely trapped, and white loses the piece here. Okay, for example, bishop g6 is the last try, knight e1 check. You have to go king h3 because king h1, rook f1 is mate, and then I just take with check and takes, and oops, and rook takes e5, just winning. So queen h4, knight e1, king h3, queen f7, and okay, rook takes c5 is really the only try. I think there's nothing else but rook h5. And now, unfortunately, I have to go bishop g2 because there's also this annoying little queen f1 mate threat as well. So, yeah, I mean, once I saw that I had queen f1 and I knew I was going to be up to queen, I actually didn't look further. But, okay, bishop g2 takes. Obviously, there's rook c8 check with my queen's on f7, but after queen f5, I mean, white just can't protect everything. Threatening h5, I'm threatening to take on g2. I'm also threatening another queen d3, another one of these mates with the king on h3, so, okay, Vishy resigned here. Yeah.
Well, impressive game. I guess you are pleased, to put it mildly.
Well, it seems like anytime I get black against Vishy, I always seem to get a much better position, if not winning, so...
Well, your score against him is not so bad.
Yeah, I think it's +2 with black, so can't complain. But of course, I also was probably winning with black in London, and I didn't win, so okay, it's all relative. Nevertheless, yeah, I mean, it's, other than one really bad game that I played early, I mean, I feel like I'm playing quite well, and I'm on form.
Yeah. I mean, was it because of, well, the small history you had with him that you came to the game with full confidence? Say, well, let's see what happens?
Well, I think most people remember the game that I beat Vishy in London, actually. I think it was... I don't remember, 2 or 3 years ago now, in the King's Indian, where I just went for an all-out attack. And I think after that game, I mean, it's just, I felt very comfortable playing against him. And I just don't seem... taking the double pawns in e6 and e5 and then opening up the bishop, I mean, seemed to make a lot of sense. And I don't think Vishy realized that it could actually be dangerous. I think he just assumed he had a small advantage, could put pressure on the e pawns, and there wasn't any counterplay. But I mean, once I got in b4, it's just
and then you just kept the pace. I mean, one way or another, I got the feeling that you were playing like Vishy in his best form. I mean, the just pointed play, keep the pace, very effective, clean.
Yeah, I mean, I once I got the initiative, I mean, yeah, that's what I did. I just...
Against him, I think.
What's that?
It's only Castro and you that has a positive score against Vishy Anand.
In total or with black?
In total.
In total. Well, okay. I mean, well, anytime you have a good score against, someone who's been the world champion for quite a long time, and one of the best players in the world for well over 20 years, it's quite good. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Just because I have a plus score against Vishy, there are other players too.
But is it also, let's say, a result like this that proves for you that it was the right decision to come here and not go to the US Championship? Because now these were the big guys you wanted to meet.
I'm trying to be the best player in the world. I mean, if you're not going to play against the best players, then I mean it's much more difficult, because at some point, I mean, you have to play against them. And well, the U.S. Championship, I mean, it is the national championship. I have higher aspirations, at least at this point in time.
Well, but in your ambitions, I mean, these are the games that count.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, these are the best players in the world, and if you want to be the best, you have to beat them. So, it's a very simple way of looking at it.
If you beat them like this, I mean, that must give confidence.
It's one game. I mean, there is someone who's on +4, so there's.
Yeah, what is he eating? Yeah. So
But
Good.
we talked about your cap. Actually, it was the quiz. But,
So maybe you should not go into that.
you shouldn't say what the N stands for, because that was a quiz.
Okay.
But we noticed your cap, and we thought maybe you were not. You seem to like to look at Vishy Anand, because you said you had the cap not to look at Magnus, but you like to look at Vishy Anand, obviously.
I just feel very comfortable when I play Vishy, so I didn't need to wear a cap today.
Mm.
So, is there going to be a cap tomorrow?
Well, I don't even know. Actually, honestly, I don't even know who I'm playing tomorrow yet. So
Okay.
I'll worry about that when the time comes.
Good. Well, thank you very much, Hikaru. Congratulations with a great game and a great result. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
So,
Thank you.
thank you. So then there's one more.